Well, good afternoon. Welcome to the Victory Stadium, Portsmouth, home, as I said last week, of TBTVSport. Just to the left of me, as the camera pans round, we've got hockey going on. Or just in front of us, there's a National Cup competition Semi Final happening. So Lee Roberts, Harry Bedford, your commentary team on TBTVSport. Big thank you to everyone that's tuning in wherever you are around the world, be you Binfield or up the US. Let's see what happens today. Winners going to Wembley, of course, in the FA Vase. And really, that is what is at stake today, is a trip to the Arch. The march to the Arch really starts here for one of these two teams. Their next game that they're going to be playing is at Wembley. For US Portsmouth, they were never expected to get this far whatsoever. US Portsmouth journey started back in October, the 10th of October, second qualifying round. It was a home game. It was switched to the Blanchett Wells Stadium because US Portsmouth wanted the money for the gate receipts. They thought they were going to go out at the first hurdle. They beat AFC Portchester 2-1. They then hosted Bournemouth here at the United Services Stadium, Victory Stadium, in the next round, and they won 3-1. That was back in November. Then Brockenhurst followed, again here at the Victory Stadium. They were defeated 2-1. The third round proper then beckoned. It was Millbrook, an unfamiliar foe, but they were defeated by 3 goals to 2 just before Christmas. And then after Christmas, after the lockdown, we came back, and Christchurch were the visitors here at the United Services Arena. And that finished 1-1. But Christchurch were defeated 4-1 on penalties. And then the journey went down to deepest, darkest Devon. Tavistock underestimated US Portsmouth and were dumped out, losing 3-1 on home soil. And then just last week, the quarter-finals, Blackwell Heath, another side from Berkshire, were the visitors here, overwhelming favourites, but they were defeated by 2-0. And today, the visitors to the Victory Stadium are Binfield, the Moles as they're known, from Stub Lane. Their journey is read in the first game. It was away, it was a 2-2 draw against New Haven. That then Binfield won 4-1 on penalties. That was just before Christmas. Deal, a long trip to Kent for Binfield, where they won 4-1. A game against another Kent side, Fakenham, again a 2-2 draw, but 4-1 on penalties, where Binfield the winners. Another away game, Hadley this time, 0-0, but again Binfield winning on penalties. And again, you're really starting to get the picture here. It was another away trip for the Moles. Long Eton, a long trip north for Binfield, and a 5-0 victory for Binfield. And so it brings us to today, the semi-final stage, live on TBTVSport. Big thanks to everyone that's tuning in. Cameraman Tony is just watching the comments, so if you can hear us loud and clear, please do let us know in the comments section, and Tony will give me a thumbs up. My co-commentator Harry is he hasn't surfaced yet. I think he's probably still downstairs. He's a little bit nervous, but let's just have a look at the two teams. They are lining up as follows. For US Portsmouth, the step 6 side line up: number 1 Tom Price, 2 Jack Chandler, 3 Josh Hazel, 4 Harry Birmingham, 5 Tom Kane, 6 Tom Jeffs, the skipper for US Portsmouth, 7 Harry Sargent, 8 Callum Glenn, 9 Andrew Todd, 10 Dex Eden, and 11 James Franklin. On the bench for United Services Portsmouth today, number 12 Cameron Quirk, 14 Jordan Pyle, 15 Frankie Page, 16 Sonny Bakewell, 17 Elliot Turnbull, 8 Jay Whitner, and 19 Dan Sibley. For Binfield, the Step 5 Hellenic League Premier Division side lining up as follows: In goal, number 1, Chris Grace. Number 2, David Hancock. 3, Elliot Legg. 4, Joel Valentin. 5, Tom Wilment. 6, Liam Gavin. 7, Ollie Harris. 8, James McClurg. 9, Liam Ferdinand. 10, Kenstin Malone. And 11, Sean Moore, who skippers the Moles today. On the bench for Binfield, 12, Josh Howe. 14, Timmy Chamberlain. 15, Josh Howmore. 16, JJ Jamal Johnson. 17, Jack Broom. 18, Jack Thompson Wheeler. And 19, Phil. Referee today, Jacob Miles. 2 assistants, Chris Meyer and Hugh Gilroy. 4th official today is Alex Blake. A reminder that we are live and you can get involved with our commentary today. You can leave a comment on the section, we'll try and read them out, or you can tweet myself at Lee Roberts Media on Twitter, and I will try and get through the comments. If it's been anything like this morning, I woke up for around about 150 notifications because US Portsmouth promoted the game in the same link as the commentary. So myself and TBTVSport's sort of feed has been going absolutely nuts. So a big thank you to everyone that's been tweeting, retweeting it. It's great to be back on social media after last week. But the scene is set here with the winners going to Wembley. This is the game really that you don't want to lose in. If you go to Wembley, then you can say that you've been, whereas going out here would be absolutely horrible. And yet one of these two sides today is going to be defeated at the semi-final stage. So as we say, your thoughts, your views, live. We have got the comments up.
I don't think it's working. I can't hear anything. It's working, so it's not too bad in here. Then the quality's not very good. That's probably
So it's a very warm welcome, as we say, to the Victory Stadium. Just some of the comments coming in. Yeah, this is crazy, some of the actual comments that we've got coming in. I'll try and get through them. Dave Norton, come on the Moles. James Hayward, up the USP. Dave McCowan, come on Binfield. James Turner says, yes, we can hear you guys, and up the USP. In Peter Pete says, onwards to Wembley, Moles. Steve Smallwood says, come on USP, Easter fan with no game to watch today. I will mention Eastleigh and say that you have got alternative commentary today in the form of a professional commentator in Cliff Pledge for the BBC. The BBC have got this live, so if you don't want to listen to our commentary, then you can turn ours down and put the BBC on. There you go. you never know. So I'm still waiting for Harry to surface. Harry Bedford, the co-commentator for today. He's going to be joining myself for live feed for today's game, live on TBTVSport. Big thank you to everyone that's tuning in wherever you are around the world. Do keep your thoughts, your views coming in, and we will endeavour to try and read them as we're coming in. Harry Finstone says, come on Binfield. Gerard Numa, good luck USP, you guys have got this. And I'd love to get your score predictions, guys, at home. On paper, it's got to be Binfield, really, who have got to be the favourites on paper. But football is not played on paper. And as US Portsmouth opponents have found this season, that US Portsmouth are not the easiest side to play against. So yeah, can't hear it, so over to the tannoy for today's teams.
Binfield FC, number 1, Chris Rose. Number 2, David Hancock. Number 3, Elliot Bell. Number 4, Joel Barrington. Number 5, Tom Wilson. Number 6, Liv Garvin. Number 7, Ollie Harris. Number 8, James McCook. 9, Liv Bergen. Number 10, Keely Worthy. Number 11, Sean Moore. Bench today for Binfield. Number 12, Josh Powell. Number 14, Kenny Chambers. 15, Josh Connell. Number 16, Jamal Johnson. Number 16, Jack Brooks. Number 18, Jack Thompson Wheeler. And number 19, Theo Bill.
So here come the US Portsmouth side. Massive game as the substitutes and committee members away to my right hand side for US Portsmouth. No sign of the Binfield team yet, but there we go, over to the left there in the white, just in the distance, because of the COVID restrictions. US Binfield having to get changed in the reserve team changing rooms, which is a good 2-3 minute walk away, so a bit of a walk for the Binfield team today to get to us here at the Victory Stadium. A big thank you to everyone that's tuning in. Just reading someone's score predictions. 6-0 to Binfield, reckons Alex. I'm sure Binfield would take a 1-0 victory, Alex, to get them through to Wembley. And of course, this game is going to be 90 minutes. And then if we get that far, it will go to penalties if needed. So Binfield out just to our left there, with the white shirts, the white shorts and the white socks, up against United Portsmouth there in the blue shirts with the red trim, the blue shorts and the blue socks. Binfield just going through their warm-up at the moment. Of course, player manager in their ranks as well. So a massive game, of course, not just for United Services Portsmouth, but for Binfield as well. And really, the pressure is all going to be on Binfield today. The Step 5 side, of course, a division higher than US Portsmouth, but realistically, every game that United Services Portsmouth have played has been an upset win for the Royal Navy City side. Of course, this is a side made up of serving personnel. Fraser Quirk is in the Navy. You've also got people from big company BAE Systems as well in the dockyard. A lot of connections, of course, with the Royal Navy. The captains just going back into the huddle there, away to our left. Binfield, US Portsmouth have already had their huddle, and we are going to be getting off and underway momentarily with US Portsmouth away to our right, as we say, in the blue and red shirts, the blue shorts and the blue socks. Binfield away to our left. They are going to be shooting left to right in the white shirts, the white shorts and the white socks. That's all right. So it is Binfield kicking us off there as the ball comes out into the middle. Just run through the two lineups again. First of all, the visitors: Binfield, Chris Grace, David Hancock, Elliot Legg, Joel Valentin, Tom Wilmot, Liam Gavin, Ollie Harris, James McClurg, Liam Ferdinand, Kensky Malone and Sean Moore, the skipper for Binfield. For US Portsmouth today: Tom Price, Jack Chandler, Josh Hazel, Harry Birmingham, Tom Kane, Tom Jeffs, Harry Sargent, Callum Glenn, Andy Todd, Dex Seaton, James Franklin. Run through the substitutes as we go on. The ball just out on the far right hand side is Binfield, who are shooting from left to right. Bit of a strong wind already here. You imagine that both teams are going to have to get to grips very quickly to the conditions. US Portsmouth with the throw. A long throw headed on there as Binfield just trying to get the ball down, gathered in midfield, no real pressure, and this allowed Binfield to escape as the ball comes back heel there. Seemed to come off the number 9 Ferdinand, indeed it has, and that is going to be a throw in to US Portsmouth, just going to be midway inside their own half here. You can see Liam Ferdinand for Binfield, the number 9. The danger man played at a high level, of course, and that's been given away by United Services Portsmouth. Tussling going on there. It was well won by Maloney, but US Portsmouth bringing the ball away in the midfield area. Played wide up towards Harris inside the centre circle. Brought down though, and it's now Wilman with the ball forward, but Price will just come and get that call, if you like. As we say, we're into the minute and 50 seconds played. Now from the left back, low, hard ball forward, goes to ground. Seedham, and that's going to be a free kick early doors for US Portsmouth. Played out. Kane all the way across now into the centre with the skipper Jeffs out towards Birmingham. Just a little turn in the centre circle by Sargent. Good play wide here. It's going to be into the centre. Long ball forward, turning a header away there by Wilman. That was the first real bit of pressure that we've seen from either side. It was US Portsmouth just getting forward. It's going to be a throw in here for US Portsmouth. It's going to be Jack Chandler with the throw on this right hand side. Thrown in, not the best throw, and it's been hoofed clear here by Binfield. Price just out to the edge of his area, in the middle of his own half actually, might have the opportunity to play it forward. Not the best ball, and Price now scampering back as Binfield doing well to keep it in midfield as Birmingham gets tackled and the ball rolls out. Birmingham's just going to leave this throw here. Nobody really making a move for US Portsmouth. Good header on there by the defender, but it's the home side that have picked it up, and there's space as the ball goes through the middle. There's an opportunity. Keeper slides out as Harry Sargent was going through the middle there. It was a real opportunity, but dealt with expertly there by Chris Grace, the Binfield keeper. And as to say, we've played nearly 4 minutes of this game, still goalless, live on TBTVSport. So thrown in, header on there. It should go for a goal kick. It's not. It didn't at first, but it has gone, and it is going to be a goal kick here for Binfield. And we always have a plan B, or plan A on this occasion. Jake Pompey-Smith's joined me in co-commentary. As unfortunately, I don't know where Harry is. He may turn up, but joys of non-league football. Jake, welcome to TBTVSport. We've played nearly 5 minutes. What have you made of the opening start? Good start by the hosts.
Yeah, it has been a good start by United Services. I think it's been a cagey affair so far. Binfield have been very solid at the back, and the opportunities that United Services have had. But I think Glenn Turnbull's side so far testing the waters, and it's a good start.
Here we go, Binfield just opportunity to break as the ball comes halfway line, headed on in towards Seedon. Broken, it's got to be dealt with there by Kane inside the centre circle. Not dealt with, I was going to say not dealt with by Binfield, but in the end it's both sides really struggling to keep it. Glenn, little 2-yard pass inside the centre circle. Space out wide for Josh Hazel, miscontrolled. But that was good play out wide there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've seen some really nice good play from United Services so far. Real, kind of real quick football, getting off the mark nice and quickly. You can see what they're trying to do.
Binfield here, long ball forward, and that's just going to be dealt with by the keeper Price. Moore there, the skipper was trying to take it. 6 minutes gone, and United Services Portsmouth have started well, and it's now going to be the ball forward, looking for the run of Franklin. Franklin, who of course scored that goal last week, player of the match, absolutely amazing player. The Lord, as they know him here, started with him, and it's now with Hazel. Hazel on his left hand side, one player for company, Hazelworth, to take him on as it's deflected against Hancock, still going, ball out into Callum Glenn. Glenn's got a turn, he was forced back, so now Kane just tried to force the ball there, but we saw Franklin last week, Jake, and again started with him. United Services Portsmouth not afraid to spread the play.
No, not at all. And again, that's another great opportunity for the United Services and Portsmouth. They're creating these opportunities, but they're squandering the chances so far at the moment. But they really are showing Binfield what they're capable of, and they're not making it light work for the visitors. 7 gone as the ball kicked long there by Grace. Appeals for a free kick. Good spot there by the referee, Jacob Miles. Joys of a national competition. Jacob Miles, the referee, has actually travelled down from Rugby to do this game today. Comes under the Sussex FA banner, but it's actually based in Rugby. And that was more of a rugby tackle there by Harry Birmingham, and that's an early yellow card. And an easy yellow card for Jacob Miles to give. Yeah, it's certainly easy. It's one of those challenges. Harry Birmingham, he's got to make it, otherwise Binfield are through on goal really, and they've got a good opportunity to take the lead in this game. It's a professional foul, and it's one of which Harry Birmingham will have to be careful for the rest of this match now. He's on a yellow card, he's at the centre of that defence for United Services, so he's got to be careful, but yeah, no, it is one of them kind of challenges that had to be made really.
He's taken one for the team.
He has taken one for the team, yeah.
Played out wide now, and down the left wing, good little spot there by Moore, still going, crosses in as Glenn, slight appeals for a hand, but Glenn clearly chest, gets played out wide, again back into Glenn. Glenn goes down, that's going to be a free kick. The Binfield committee and family members away to my left, not convinced that was a free kick, but Glenn Turnbull won't mind. His side setting up well so far. 8 minutes gone. Lee Roberts, Jake Smith, commentary team for TBTVSport. Big thank you to everyone that's tuning in. All we do ask is if you see the little bell icon on YouTube, please do click it. Helps get the subscriber numbers up. That's all that we ask. Doesn't matter if you don't come back. It's jiffy lovely to get the subscriber numbers up. Easy player went down there actually, and all of a sudden US Portsmouth under pressure, left hand side, coming up to 9 minutes. Binfield, that is going to be a free kick as Sean Moore went down there. Jacob Miles busy early on. 8.5 minutes played, and still goalless. Big thank you to everyone that's tuning in. Keep your thoughts, your views coming in. You can comment on YouTube and also at Lee Roberts Media on Twitter, and we will try and get through those comments that are coming in. Quick free kick taken for Binfield. It's in the middle of the park again. Out now to Maloney. Maloney with the ball over the top. Is he onside, Harris? Yes, he is. Roll across, deflected. That is going to be a corner, and Ollie Harris there did well. He found space, didn't it? Might have been offside, but linesman kept his flag down.
It was tight nonetheless, and that's really the first clear-cut opportunity that Binfield have had on this match. They got a corner from it as well, and United Services has got to try to tighten up now and try to see this out.
Opportunity here for Ollie Harris to try and swing this in. You imagine it is going to be an in-swinger. It's dealt with back to Harris. Danger's not gone. It's floated back in. It's a header away there by Andy Todd. And if at first you don't succeed, try again. And got to say, Ollie Harris got a second bite of a cherry there, Jake.
He did, and again, Binfield testing for waters now. United Services have had their opportunities going forward. It's now the turn of the visitors now, and yeah, it's one of those defensive headers away, but he wasn't really under too much pressure, the United Services player. But if in doubt, you head it out and you get rid of that danger at any given opportunity.
Opportunity here again. It's going to be floated in, away again. This time off the head of Chandler. The corner's starting to build for Binfield. Ollie Harris is going to take this one again, this time from Binfield's left hand side. 10.5 minutes gone. It's still goalless live on TBTVSport, the only place you can actually see this game live, because it is behind closed doors. Harris with the corner, and in swinger, it's gone, and it was a case where really a third time unlucky. US Portsmouth surviving.
Yeah, United Services do survive that one, and a spell of pressure from Binfield there, and really showing that from a league above they've got the chances to come out of nowhere and really put United Services under pressure. They haven't taken those chances so far, and United Services will be lucky that they haven't done so. But this game is so open right now; it really is anyone's for taken from what we've seen so far.
You kind of feel that the longer it goes on and remains goalless, the more it suits US Portsmouth. Binfield almost, you feel, need an early goal to cement their higher league position.
Yeah, definitely, and I think even if United Services were to get an early goal themselves, it gives Binfield more time to try and get back into the game. So, yeah, the longer it stays 0-0, like you say, I totally agree. I think it will suit United Services.
Chris Grace here with the ball as Seedon, the United Services player closest to the goalkeeper. We just wait, as that's a good kick actually by Grace. Who is this going to reach? It's not going to reach Jeffs, as all sorts going on there. Edge of the penalty area. Glenn shifts the ball left, and again the United Services Portsmouth coming down his left. Good play by Hazel with the ball was cut out there, and it's now with McClurg, the joint manager for Binfield. Again, space out on this right for Harris. Instead, sticks with Gavin. Out again, left hand side this time. Pulling United Services Portsmouth left to right. 12.5 gone, still goalless. At the back now, just outside the centre circle. Good look for the run there of Harris. Has been dealt with. Not the most convincing clearance in the world, but just about dealt with. Ollie Harris already proving a danger man for Binfield. It's now with Dave Hancock in this semi-final. Shifts it off. Edge of the penalty area, tackles go in, but it finds Harris. Harris, the danger man, crosses, headed away just about by Chandler, and already it is proving Harris is getting too much space on this right hand side.
Yeah, and United Services under the cosh now, and yeah, allowing too much space on that right hand side for them to come down the flank and get balls into the box. The first port of call is to try and stop those deliveries getting into the 18-yard box, and then you try and work out where to go from there. But at the moment, Binfield are applying for pressure, and from their point of view,
got to be careful here. Here comes Binfield, shot, save, great save there by Price. It was Moore, and that's the best chance of the game, Jake. Moore found the space, but that's a good save by Tom Price.
That's a fantastic save, a really, really important save. At a close and a tight angle as well. It wasn't the most powerful of efforts on goal, but certainly one that would trouble the goalkeeper. And again, another let off for United Services, but a fantastic save. You've got to give it to the goalkeeper there.
Binfield now really starting to take control of this game, aren't they? Still goalless, but keeps going like this. You wonder how long for. Binfield now have the opportunity again. It's going to be Ollie Harris from the left this time. 13 minutes gone. Will it be unlucky for US? Ball in, ball out, and back now to Maloney. Maloney shifts it wide. Left, opportunity. It's been headed away there by Birmingham. Anywhere will do. United Services Portsmouth. It's been cleared, and now Chandler has the opportunity to clear the lines. Not the best clearance in the world, and it's going to be Hancock again looking to build the pressure at the back for Binfield. Left wing 14 gone now, as it's still goalless, but Binfield all over US Portsmouth at the moment. It's going to be another deep cross opportunity to clear, and again US Portsmouth under a little bit of pressure there, not panicking just as Hazel will bring the ball down. Neat play there by Hazel, gets off into Seedon. It's too slow from US Portsmouth at the moment. Binfield holding firm, and again Hazel though looking to chase down, and it's going to be a goal kick given there by Jacob Miles. But again, it's coming down the US Portsmouth left with Hazel.
Yeah, that seems to be where US Portsmouth are really working, at their best at the moment. And it's just, in a game like this, a semi-final with so much at stake. Yes, in the last 5 or 10 minutes, United services have been, under the cosh. They've been, had the pressure piled on them by Binfield. You just need that one moment of magic to take the game, and that could have been it. But United services, they keep plugging. They could certainly take this game.
Of course, league position with Binfield being at a league high, Jake, it doesn't really matter in a cup semi-final, does it? It goes completely out the window.
Not at all. It goes completely out the window, as would form usually on a day like this. But of course, with the leagues suspended for quite a while now, so, this competition is the only thing these teams have got at the minute. And yeah, totally. When you've got two teams in the semi-final, Wembley at stake, league position absolutely means nothing.
It's thrown in. As Binfield starting to build again. It's with Maloney. Maloney will just play the ball centre. This is danger. Comes out wide in towards Harris. Harris with the unconventional cross, but it has found a Binfield player. It's an opportunity. As the cross comes in, it's again wide. US Portsmouth not able to clear. 15 gone. Maloney gets the cross in by Binfield, and that could have gone anywhere. It was Valentin that was coming in. US Portsmouth, you feel at the moment it's just starting to become one-way traffic.
Yeah, definitely, and it's a fantastic cross whipped in from that right-hand side, so close from Binfield getting ahead onto it and making it 1-0. And I kind of feel, but in the first 5 minutes, United services going a goal behind would be rather unlucky. But I think I've got to agree, it has been one-way traffic recently, and Binfield really probably deserving a 1-goal lead at this stage. But it's another let-off for United services, and it's that kind of luck you need in games like this.
Would be a miss of me not to mention tomorrow, of course, Jake, you're back on the air in your professional capacity of Express FM as Fratton Park hosts Accrington Stanley win for Pompey tomorrow, and it is the playoffs, of course, where we're concentrating today on US Portsmouth. Quite a few sides in Portsmouth, of course, but US Portsmouth playing today as the long ball forward. He's going to try and be gathered here by Todd, using his strength and his experience well. Todd tries to salve a defender a dummy, and Todd wins the throw. 17 gone. We've already played 17 minutes. It's absolutely flash past. Good tackle in on Franklin, and Binfield has suddenly got danger. It's an opportunity. Harris is making a run through the middle. It's too slow, and this time Valentin will build up to Hancock now. Hancock in midfield. Headed, could have gone anywhere, had to be dealt with again by Birmingham. Now Callum Glenn, right wing. Great pass out into Sargent, tries to swing it, but the ball holding up in the air, up rather than out there, and it does kind of feel that a goal is coming, but United Services Portsmouth just about in there at the moment.
Yeah, they are still in there at the moment, a bit scrappy in midfield there, and I think United Services getting away with another one, losing the ball so high up the pitch in a position where they could have taken an opportunity to Binfield, and doing well in midfield to kind of prevent that danger from happening again. Hopefully we don't see another spell of pressure from the visitors.
Played wide, danger's not gone for Binfield, has been cleared now, and again misses space for Harris. Oh, Harris has escaped with the ball, foot came in, danger, it's Binfield, Harris tries to go round the defender, and that's good defending there by Tom Jeffs, using his experience, but Ollie Harris is getting too much space, Jake.
Yeah, it is fantastic defending there from Jeffs, and I thought Harris done very well on the right hand side to get his head in above the foot and knock it past United Services play. He done very well, but from a United Services perspective, again, it is too much space on that right hand side, and Harris is proving to be a real threat.
"19 minutes gone, it's thrown in. Binfield do just about keep the ball in. This time in the middle with Valentin, it comes out left. Opportunity here, one defender for company. Good little tackle goes in, gets back up just about Sean Moore, and Glenn will have the opportunity to try and clear his lines. This time he does, as the US Portsmouth player goes down. That looked like a foul, but not given a narrow space. It's a hit down the line, and this is Franklin, the Lord. Will he come? It's Franklin coming inside. It's Franklin turning. Good play into Hazel. Hazel with the cross. It's going to reach you. Is it Chandler? No. Been cleared away there by Binfield. 20 gone. Again, good defending there by Jeffs at the back. Now with the ball, gets off into Kane. Kane sells the attacker a dummy. Now Glenn. Game starting to open up as Hazel receives the ball. Looking possibly for the run there with Seedon. Seedon back to goal. Has to go back to Hazel, does he? Twisting, turning. It's still Seedon. Back now Hazel. In swinger. Could have gone anywhere. Not eventually cleared, is it? Burns down. Chance here. Todd has to turn, he's got Hazel if he needs him. Edge of the penalty area, Glenn. Callum Glenn shifts it. Opportunity! US Portsmouth! It's in! It's a goal! US Portsmouth with goal on the roof! Comes up again of the Victory Stadium of a little side that could have scored. US Portsmouth have scored there, Jake. Unbelievable scenes here. 1-0 to US Portsmouth.
Wow, what a moment, what a goal, what a well-worked move from United Services. The real underdogs of this competition. 6 upsets already so far this season. Can they make it a 7th? That's a fantastic goal. And a little bit against run and play over the last 5 or 10 minutes, but like we said about 5 minutes ago, Lee, you know, it's those kind of moments, those kind of opportunities. But as underdogs, as the lowest ranked team in this competition, the United Services are there to take, and they've taken it very, very well. Glenn Turnbull will be a very happy man.
Jake, the Lord has come. James Franklin does it again.
Yeah,
the Lord.
Superb. He really has been, from what I've researched anyway, Lee, the hero of this competition. James Franklin really has been on the top of his game this season, and once again providing the goods. Really well deserved, and a fantastic moment for non-league football in this city and this club in particular. It's not over yet, they've got a long way to go, but what a great start.
It's only just beginning. There is still a lot more in this game. That's the first goal of this game, and it's been scored. James Franklin, 22 minutes. It is US Portsmouth 1, Binfield 0, and it's FA Vase Semi Final, live exclusive stream of this game on TBTVSport. Harris again just goes past, but the defender has done well there. This time Hazel, almost left hand side. Again, you can send your thoughts, your views in on our Twitter or the comment section. There's a throw in towards Hancock. Deep cross, it's away. Callum Glenn, ball's going to bounce as Wilmot has still got the ball. It would not fall there for James Franklin, looking very lively, but it's again left hand side for Binfield. Shot high, wide, not very handsome, but up until that goal it was all one-way traffic, and that goal completely against the run of play. Just to prove I'm not completely biased, it was completely against the run of play, but US Portsmouth will not care a jot, Jake.
No, they won't care at all. Like you say, Binfield have had the better opportunities. They've had the lion's share of possession in this game. They've had chances going forward. They've tested the goalkeeper on several occasions. They haven't been able to put the ball in the back of the net, and United Services have capitalised on one really fantastically well worked movement going forward. And we spoke about it time and time again, Lee. Those are the opportunities that as underdogs they need to take, and so far it's going well for them. I'm sure if they can keep up defensively, being under the caution this game, but continue to pounce on the counter attack like that, they'll be through to Wembley.
24 gone. It's with Callum Glenn with the ball just inside the centre circle. Comments there for you, Jake, on Twitter. It sounds like you're commentating with me. That says Sarah. Thank you very much. And I will try to stop shouting down the mic. I do apologise. Ball forward out in towards Jeffs, but the ball wide. 24 minutes gone. And US Portsmouth leading 1-0 here in this semi-final, 22 minutes. Archie West says, whatever the weather, always a beautiful day on the south coast. You weren't here about 8 o'clock in the morning. In Chichester, it was absolutely hammering it down. Ball forward. Sort of cloudy skies here, but Binfield looking to lift the gloom. Opportunity, Binfield. Glenn will bring the ball away. That's good defending there by US Portsmouth. And again it's the break, and again it's now Hazel. Little pass in towards Seaton, has to drop through the legs of the Binfield player and wins the ball back. Good tackling there, and a big smile on the face of Callum Glenn then. Glenn loves the tackle. Binfield, ball forward, dealt with by the skipper, header in towards Kane, flicked on by the goal scorer Franklin. Seaton into Todd, back into Seaton, brought down by Binfield, anywhere will do for them, and it's brought away by Glenn. 25 gone, Hazel looks for the run of Todd and Franklin, and it's been brought away this time Hancock. 25 and a half gone, live on TBTVSport. And the manager for US Portsmouth, Glenn Turnbull, checking his watch already, and we know he could hear me last week. If he's hearing me now, Glenn, there's a long way to go, sunshine. Out on the right wing for US Portsmouth now. Gets brought with the ball forward, looking for the run there of Seaton, and Jacob Miles brings the excitement to a halt. Gotta say, I think for me it was a little tug of him.
Yeah, I don't think you can argue too much about that one. There was just a slight tug on the player there, but you look, United Services again capitalising or trying to capitalise on the counter-attack, get on the break and really exploit the weaknesses within that Binfield defence when they are pushing men forwards. And I certainly think that there are gaps in that Binfield defence for United Services to continue to exploit and take the game by the scruff of the neck.
And I will say for JGD, thank you very much, my friend, but I did not come down in the last shower. But nice try. Although I would like to give a big shout out to my mate Ivor Bigham. 26 and a half minutes gone, live on TBTVSport. US Portsmouth 1, Binfield 0. As Price kicks it over the halfway line, not the best kick. And again, the longer it goes on, you know the deeper the US are going to start to drop.
Yeah, they want to try and defend this league with all their might, all they've got, and look, we've seen so far the kind of last-ditch tackling at the very last moments from United Services today. Tom Kane, Jeffs as well, and Harry Birmingham really putting their heart and their body on the line to prevent Binfield from getting back into this match, and they've got another 65 minutes of football to try and see this game out. Long way to go.
Seaton couldn't win the ball, and it's just going to be hoof clear there by Wilmot. Has fallen kindly though for Binfield, and in particular Moore has kept it. No, he hasn't kept it in, and US Portsmouth has switched off. Too much space. Hits the US Portsmouth player square in the face, plumb in the face, as Fraser Quirk going bananas on the touchline there, the US Portsmouth coach. Checking his watch, we've played 28 minutes of this game. US Portsmouth 1, Binfield 0. Just a reminder, this is the semi-final, and of course the winners of this game going to Wembley. Not that anybody really needed reminding, not less than 22 players on the pitch. US Portsmouth defending, but Binfield again just starting to build. It's an opportunity coming towards this right hand side as Harris with the infield run goes through the legs of the defender. Opportunity turning there as the side tackle comes in, almost a scissor tackle, as it Maloney with the ball now. Maloney plays it out wide. Hancock, was that a good pass? Yes it was. Good deep cross, header bouncing over the bar. It's gone there, head in the hands time, but all Binfield again, Jake. We saw this before the goal. It's starting to happen again.
Yeah, it's a fantastic ball there through from Maloney through to Hancock on the right hand side. It's another good delivery from that right again, where we've been talking about United Services, where they need to try and pick up those Binfield men, and it's a great delivery into the box, but once again unable to put the ball into the back of the net. And I think Binfield at half time, if the scoreline remains the same, if they're still behind in this match, they will be ruining those opportunities. And yeah, United Services riding their luck so far, but you can't say they haven't deserved the lead. But against the run of play, I don't think you can argue too much about that.
Yeah, welcome to the Victory Stadium, Jake. It's a weird game of football. James McClurg, the joint manager, on the ball as Hancock will play the ball in. Opportunity, danger man, shot dragged wide there as Liam Ferdinand, of course, drafted into the Binfield lineup from a higher league side, dragging his shot wide, and really that's the first time we've seen him in that shooting position.
Yeah, and I think that's a sign of desperation from, for me, Lee. Binfield chasing this game. They know all about United Services. They know all about the cup sets they've performed this season. They find themselves a goal behind, and they've had plenty of opportunities and plenty of really good opportunities to kind of equalise and go ahead in this game. But that was one of those, a game where I think the players just lashed at the effort in an attempt to try and get back into the game. But from their kind of point of view, they just need to take their time in front of goal, because I think they're rushing their efforts too much. Not United Services.
No, United Services Portsmouth will not care a jot as long as the chances keep coming like that. Centre of defence has played out wide. Hazel loses out into Harris. Harris this time loses out to Hazel. Both teams battling Glenn. It's going to play advantage there. Good play by the referee. Advantage over as Gavin will just clear the ball on Ferdinand up against Price. Price has got to get there, has got there and cleared it out long. Big shout out to Ashton Lee, who's listening, a Bognor Regis Town favourite. And talking of Bognor Regis Town favourites, not sure if the camera can pick them up, but just down towards our right hand side we've got Robbie Blake and Jack Pearce from Bognor Regis watching this game. Jack here, of course, as a member of the FA as well, so the FA in delegation here, and of course Burnley legend Robbie Blake watching this game and watching US Portsmouth leading 1-0 with 31.5 minutes on the clock. Centre of defence, and US Portsmouth almost took the ball there and the initiative, but been brought out and again coming down. This US Portsmouth left, and that's just going to be forced out there. Hits Tom Kane with 32 on the clock. Ollie Harris taking too many yards, gets it from the right position. Hancock. Wind's starting to pick up here at the Victory Stadium. Hancock shifts it off into Maloney. Maloney, little pass, dropping it back into Maloney again, midway inside US territory. Hancock down the left, 32 on the ball, and it's now Moore again. Moore seeing a lot of the ball have been cleared, but US Portsmouth not exactly in a hurry to get forward. 32.5 gone as the ball panned out. Good play, hits the Binfield player, and that's going to be a free kick. Seemed to be Ollie Harris, was it? Or was it the 8? I think that might have been McClurg actually. Well, third time of asking, it was actually Leg, number 3. Difficult to see from up here in the main grandstand, but that was Leg who draws the foul. Seemed to be a soft foul, but US Portsmouth won't mind. And Jake, the conditions are windy, not playing too much of a havoc yet.
No, not yet. I think the conditions could have been a lot worse. When you woke up this morning, you saw that rain absolutely pouring down. I think we could have been in for a lot wetter game today. But
yeah, nervy times there as Price almost collided with the Binfield player again. Space for Harris if they can find him. They can. That's a great ball. Danger. Ball is in. Not the best ball in the world, and that's been poked clear. Always hard work for Harris, and Harris is coming back onto the pitch with the ball though. Hancock. Now Ferdinand. Now Maloney gets into traffic and been brought away. Seedon drops the ball and drops it deep and back into Binfield territory. 33.5. Ferdinand. Good pass into Harris. Cleared away again. Anywhere will do for Jeffs. 33.5.
Great no-nonsense defending that. Fantastic.
Had to make that challenge. Had to do it. Hancock, deep cross, too deep, and not real communication there between Birmingham and Chandler. US Portsmouth, Todd trying to get on the ball, forcing it back into the Binfield defence. Just over 11 minutes to go in this first half. US Portsmouth 1, Binfield 0. So a long way to go as tackles starting to come in now, and again down this left it comes. goes down under the challenge Seedon, and Seedon getting to grips with Maloney, and Maloney and Seedon not exactly social distancing there, to be honest. I think it's supposed to be 2 metres.
Yeah, I think so, but I think Seedon done well to win the challenge there. He knows the referee's going to give it if he goes down, and United Services will take that all day long. They'll relieve a bit of pressure that they've been coming under in the last 5 minutes. Binfield are a very good outfit, there's no doubt about that. They're really showing their class from a division above, but so far Binfield showing a strong effort so far. Tackles
going in, and there's a real concern here for the US Portsmouth player. I didn't quite see what happened there, Jake. But there's a US Portsmouth player down, and the way that the referee has waved the physio on, it's real concern for the US Portsmouth player. I think it might be Seedon. It's
one of those full-blooded kind of 50-50 challenges. Both players go in for the header.
Birmingham that's down. Sorry, Harry Birmingham.
Not sure if it's a foul either way. You know, the advantage was given to Binfield to go forward, and I know their bench isn't too happy about that, and understandably so. They had a great chance to go and equalise there, but when it all comes down to it, head injury from United Services player, the referee's got no other option than to stop the game and bring the physio on. So I don't think there was any kind of malice in from any player from any side there, but you've got to do what you've got to do when an injury like that comes about.
Paul Marsh, well known here at the Victory Stadium, has tweeted at Paul, someone from Marsh says, I feel like I'm having a heart attack watching the at US Portsmouth FC game. Dread to think how Glenn Turnbull is feeling, but he looks cool as a coma. I think that's meant to be cucumber. I'm going to say cucumber, not to twist anybody's words, but this is good for US Portsmouth. It's exactly what they needed. Get a break in play, although Glenn is just pacing about at the moment. He doesn't look particularly cool at the moment on the touchline, Jake, does he?
I can't imagine what's going through his head right now, knowing just how close his side are. There's a lot of work to do. We're nearing the end of the first half. Hope, from his point of view, he'll hope that his side can take an advantage into the break, and this moment here kind of relieving a bit of pressure. Binfield, I think they're going to kick the ball up to the US Portsmouth goalkeeper, and no, they won't. They'll play on, but
we're just going to play there. Binfield coming down the left, 36 gone. Binfield with the cross straight into the grateful arms of Tom Price. 36 and a half gone, so not massively long left in this half. US Portsmouth trying to see it out. Gotta say, realistically, I would say probably 70-30 in terms of possession of the game in Binfield, but maybe the 30-35% at most that US Portsmouth have had, they've scored. Binfield haven't had that many clear-cut chances, but look threatening.
Yeah, that's the crucial thing. It's when you're in front of goal, when you're creating those goal-scoring opportunities, you're making those openings, and you're making your way through the defensive lines. That's when you've got to be on top of your game. Binfield can have all the chances they want, but as all the time that they keep squandering the opportunities, hitting balls straight at the goalkeeper, putting shots wide. When it comes down to it, it's about putting the ball in the back of the net, and United Services so far are a team that have done that more than Binfield, and that's why it's a 1-0 to them. So they're taking their chances a lot better than Binfield are. But from the way the game is going, Binfield will get back into this match. There's no doubt about that.
Got to go the long way round there, the attacker, and did very well there, Tom Kane. Just trying to see if I can still read the comment. Dan Greek Eagle was my comment of the day. USP, where's my parcel? No, sorry, that's UPS. I love that one. Don't forget, you can send us your thoughts, your views on Twitter at Lee Roberts Media, or do keep your comments coming in and we'll try and read them. Lots of people watching. A big thank you for watching this. It does mean a lot. Of course, completely free live stream. You can't be with us wherever you are, but hopefully you're enjoying the game. Whoever you support, big thank you for tuning in. Kick by Grace as 38 gone as Birmingham lets the ball drop. It's going to be kept in by Binfield, but nobody there to pick it up. 38 and a half gone, got to be cleared by Deep, by the skipper, and Franklin, deep control. Tackle comes in, but there's players forward, falls to Hazel. Binfield have got players back. Hazel down the line in towards Dex Seedon, got his legs in a twist, but picks up the ball. Seedon's got Hazel there. Seedon still with the ball, deflected. Willman and Seedon didn't give up. It was
No.
one of those you imagine in any other game but this, Dex Seedon maybe wouldn't have got there, but in a semi-final you leave it on the pitch.
Yeah, Dex Seedon, really persevering there and trying to keep the ball in play, and done very well to win the ball back off the Binfield central defensive unit at the back there, and done very well to beat him and try and keep the opportunity alive. I think they'll be excited with this corner.
Here we go, US Portsmouth looking to swing it in. Could have gone anywhere. Instead it's going to come back to the skipper with Jeffs. Back to the corner taker, deflected. Keeper's got to gather. Has gathered. Did very, very well there, Chris Grace. 39, nearly 40 minutes. Ball bounces, US Portsmouth can't afford to switch off, but they're going to bring the ball away here. US Portsmouth eased out of play. Fraser Quirk, the US Portsmouth coach, appealing for that. Nothing doing for me. And again, the US Portsmouth letting the ball bounce. Cannot afford to do it. Valentin tries to slip the ball in. Opposite number Birmingham got a foot in. Had to make it Seedon. Seedon holds the ball. Down the line it goes. Looking for the run of the Lord. Franklin has got the better of him. Good tackle though by Willman, who come back. Seedon, players. Oh, Franklin may well have been offside there anyway. Again, it's all starting to break down now. A little bit messy. Played wide. Jeffs out into Todd. He was having his shirt pulled. Good spot. It's going to be, well, the advantage is over. US Portsmouth player down. Todd was having his shirt pulled. But again, there's a US Portsmouth player down. And with about 4 minutes to go, Jake, Binfield have been maybe the better side, but US do look dangerous on the counter-attack.
Yeah, it was another really fantastically well-worked move from the counter-attack from United Services. James Franklin really showing his promise again, working well with Dex Seedon to link up on the left-hand side and trying to get openings in front of goal. But United Services will take these counter-attacks all day long. When it comes down to a game like this with so much at stake that we spoke about earlier, you can't afford any lapses in concentration. Just that split-second decision or that split-second error can cost you an entire game, an entire competition, and so far that's what Binfield are doing.
Tackle in midfield, it's an opportunity here for Callum Glenn. Could not feed it through as Franklin gets the ball wide, headed on and out of play. Charles Musselwhite says, get my fix in non-league football. Love watching US Portsmouth from Binfield in the FA Vase Skyline scene. Familiar yet distant Pompey skyline from my Swansea home. Great game and great enthusiastic commentary at the Watch Media. Well, thank you very much indeed. Appreciate that. And just a reminder that Binfield, the side in white, play in the Hellenic League Premier Division Step 5. US Portsmouth in the Wessex League Div 1, Sydenham's Wessex League Div 1. So there's a division between these sides. US Portsmouth the lower ranked side. However, 1-0 up at the moment. There's a shout for man on in the middle as Franklin holding off the Binfield player. Did very well there, Franklin. Great play there by Franklin. Used his strength and the defender, you knew what was coming.
Really holding firm to win that through kick in the centre of park again, relieving a bit of pressure from United Services. Binfield looking like they were going to snatch the ball off them and go forward themselves, but yeah, that's exactly what they needed to create an opportunity for themselves, which unfortunately we haven't taken.
Oh, Todd couldn't hold off the Binfield player and it's going to break here. Tackle comes in, great tackle by Josh Hazel. Flew in and Hazel gets caught. That's going to be a free kick, and the Binfield manager there coming out of his box like a jack-in-the-box toy. He was up and out of his technical area there, and the water bottle taking an absolute pounding there. I don't think you'd see Mr. Cowley of Portsmouth quite so enthusiastic there. There's about half a bottle of water now on the Victory Stadium pitch.
I won't lie, I think that's a cheap free kick, but
no, it was a cheap free kick, but US Portsmouth won't mind.
Oh no, they won't mind at all. No, definitely. But again, it's that kind of game management which United Services so far have capitalised on, and they've been the better side for it. And Binfield have had more opportunities, yes, but going forward on the counter attack, managing the game well, winning these free kicks and throw-ins from out of nothing. That's where United Services are going to win this game if they are.
Todd rolls down the arm there as the defender jumps in. Todd trying to win the corner, great defending, and in the end a foul by the United Services attacker Andy Todd. As I said last week against Blackwell Heath, Andy Todd has had quite a few clubs in the south here, and it's actually a Wessex League winner with Petersfield, that title-winning side for the Rams a number of years ago. And he would use his experience today and his voice in the changing room, trying to get his side G'd up. That's going to be another stoppage in play for US Portsmouth. Player down, and it's safe to say that Binfield are not particularly happy with the I'm going to use the word antics of US Portsmouth, and you can sort of see why, but US Portsmouth will not care one little bit.
I think when the weight of expectation is not in your favour, you know, in the way that United Services are today, this is what you've got to do to win a football match. It may not be pretty, and you know, Binfield might not appreciate that, but you know, as a team from a higher division, you know, I'm sure they've got a lot of experience playing, you know, sides in lower leagues, and of course teams in their division as well, and they've got to do what they can do to try and kind of overcome this and be the bigger side, and not let these kind of antics get to their head. It's not necessarily.
Thanks, Alex. Mr. Blake, the fourth official there, almost failed his twisting assignment. 4 minutes though. And I
think that's probably fair given the amount of kind of injuries and, you know, physios we've had on the pitch today, but I know it won't go down too well with United Services fans here today. But
normally when you talk about opposition managers, especially from a US point of view, you can't really see what they're upset about. I personally can see what they're upset about,
definitely.
You know, but you know, US Portsmouth have got to play to their strengths.
You can see why they're upset, you can see why they're frustrated with the way United Services are playing and what's been happening on the pitch, but again, you know, United Services are doing this because they are the lower ranked side of the two teams, and I'm sure they've got to the stage of the competition by capitalising on frustrating their opponents and getting in behind them on the counter-attack. So they stick to their plan as they have done all season. They've got no issue with that.
Ball's just going to be cleared there by Price, doesn't bounce and reaches more. United Services Portsmouth, for them the job is simple, just keep the ball out. And just a reminder that at half time we are going to go off air, and there will be a new link on YouTube, so you will need to just retune to get the second half live, of course. And just a reminder that we're not the only commentary, BBC also have commentary as well, so if you want to change up at second half, do keep it tuned, but you can change the commentary, you'll be glad to know, or you can stick with us, whatever you want, choice is yours. Headed forward as Kane will just leave it back towards Price, who's not the best kick, but US Portsmouth have just about brought the ball inside the centre circle. Cut out again as the ball wide, looking for the run of Todd. Todd's got there, Todd's got the better of Leg really didn't have one to stand on, as it's now with US Portsmouth. He's got Franklin in the middle, Franklin coming back, and that's good defending there, very well defending. And a big thank you for you tuning in, as I say, for listening, watching. Thank you so much for tuning in, it does mean a lot. Just over 1,500 watching this, and that's about 1,500 times what US Portsmouth usually get. The record low attendance here at Victory Stadium, 3. So a big thank you to everyone that's watching this game on TBTVSport, as Price will just take every second that he's allowed and a little bit more. As the ball just bounces, comes down the left in towards Moore. There's a Binfield player been left on the deck, seemed to be a foul, but US Portsmouth bringing the ball in, cannot be long left, and again there's too much space for Harris on this side. If they can find him, they can't, and Glenn can win the ball. Todd drops the ball straight against Leg, who did very well to come back at him there. As Harris again peeling off, it's going to come down this side into Hancock. Just off shot there is Harris, dropping very deep. Hancock, not long to go, as we are still playing on. Binfield start ending the half strong as they've been playing all game. It's a deep cross, Price thinks about it, and in the end Hazel will just come and get there, and Jake, final chance of a half. This is the time for Binfield. If they score here, we go into the break tight. US Portsmouth have just got to keep it out here from their point of view.
Yeah, from their point of view, they got to switch on just for another 60 seconds or so and try and go into half time with that lead. That's a massive boost of confidence going into that team talk at half time. But from a Binfield perspective, of all the chances they've wasted this half, they need to take this opportunity if they want to get back into this game.
Perfect time to score. Can Binfield do it? Harris, deep cross, bouncing about, been poked away. We are still playing on. Not for long. Half time, Jake. 1-0 to US Portsmouth. Unbelievable. Who'd have thought it?
Wow.
Binfield not out of this, but it has been a bit of a rubbish first half of Binfield.
Oh yeah, from their point of view, they will be really ruining the chances they've missed in that first half. You can't deny it. They probably deserve a goal or two for their efforts, but the game plan that Glenn Turnbull has set out for this United Services side, as the underdogs, they are executing it to perfection, and they are now just 45 minutes away from Wembley, which would be, what an achievement that would be.
Yeah. Well, we are going to leave it there on TBTVSport. We'll just slip off for half-time, try and catch our breath, and then we'll be back with the full second half live. A big thank you, tail of the tape. Binfield have been the better side, but it has been Franklin with the goal. US Portsmouth 1, Binfield 0 at half-time.
Alright, that's alright, no worries. That's alright. Do you want me to carry on for the second half? Yeah, it's fine. I'm only here.
Thank you so much.
I'm only here doing